Hello guys, I'm going to do a length check with you guys and kind of update you on my hair. I did previously talk about, what happens to your hair once you stop using Chebe. So you can be sure to check out that video. But since I kind of, I went a year without washing my hair, and then once I washed it, I went and got it flat ironed. Did that for about a month, and then I washed it again to kind of get the flat iron hair back to my natural hair, and I've been using Chebe since then. So Chebe is still a part of my life, you guys. I have a ton of Chebe powder left, and I'm still also using the Chebe butter. I will leave a link to both in the description box. But since I have washed my hair and had a flat iron, the only thing that I have been using on my hair is the butter. Okay, and this is what it looks like. And it smells really good. I love this butter. But that's the only thing I've been using is the Chebe butter, just because, traditional Chebe is really messy. And I haven't felt like cleaning it up and getting my hands all gunky and stuff like that. So yeah, just been thugging it out with the butter, and it's been going great. I apply it about every 2 weeks. Sometimes I do it every week. Most time it's not, because I'm lazy. Of course, you guys know that. But with my hair, when I got it flat ironed in, I think it was December or January, one of those. When I got it flat ironed, she did trim. So she did trim a good bit off, and then I went back last month because she wanted to check my ends after 3 months to see how they were looking with me using Chebe, and she did cut some more off of my hair then. So I'm not sure if it will, what length it's at, because I haven't checked, because the only time I really do check my length is on YouTube for you guys. So I haven't checked my length at all. I just been kind of reapplying. So I'm going to be reapplying today. Because somebody emailed me and asked me to do a length check. So I was like, oh yeah, I do need to reapply. Reapply my Chebe. So I guess I'll go ahead and do a length check as well to see where my hair is. And it's been about two weeks or more since I reapplied my Chebe. So another thing I wanted to tell you guys is that I've been doing braids this year instead of using the yarn, and I felt like the reason I stopped using yarn is it works good, but when I was wrapping my base, I was kind of pulling it really tight, almost like a rubber band. You know how you pull them too tight and it can break off your hair. So I was like, am I actually benefiting myself by doing that? So I just decided to eliminate it altogether, and so I just been braiding my hair. It takes a little bit longer, but it's not that bad because I'm using the butter, so it's not as messy. And just a reminder for you guys, if you've never used the butter that I use, it is undetectable. It's lightweight, so you do get a lot more shrinkage with it versus using the powder. The powder makes your hair, it weighs it down more, so it stays elongated more. But with the butter, you do get a significant amount of shrinkage. So it's good if you want to wear or try Chebe and you want to wear your hair out and twist and goes or something like that. It won't show up, and you'll still get the benefits of the moisture that Chebe provides. Like, it is pretty much, it's like very close to using the powder as far as it holding moisture. So it's definitely a product to try if you want to try Chebe, but you don't want the mess. But I will remind you, if you're going to be like me and you don't want to wash your hair, that type of thing, be mindful that if you are using the butter, you will eventually need to wash your hair more often than the powder, because with the butter, for some reason, at least for me, for some reason, it does start to give off an odor around 3.5, 4 months if you don't wash your hair at all. So that's the longest I've been able to go kind of without the with the butter. Now, when I did get to the 3 months, last time when my hair was starting to give off an odor, I did go ahead and put the traditional powder on top of the butter, and then that kind of took it away, and it allowed me to go, longer without washing. So that is an option if you want to go that route, but most people like to wash their hair, so it shouldn't be an issue. So these are the 2 back braids that I just took down. And so what I do is just use some water, nothing special at all. Work it in. And my oil that I have been using, I know I told you guys initially that, I love like the heavier oils, especially if I'm using the traditional like Jamaican castor oil, because it's really heavy. But my cosmetologist said that, olive oil is a better oil for our hair and our skin. So, and she advised me not to use coconut oil, which I was doing a lot because I had a lot of coconut oil on hand. But I've been using olive oil on my hair since I visited the cosmetologist. So that's what's in this bottle is olive oil. And it's nothing special. It's extra virgin olive oil out the cooking section because that's what I also use to eat with. So I just pour some in a separate bottle. So I worked that in really good. And as you can see, my hair is still pretty much detangled. Okay. And I didn't really do anything. I try not to use combs. So if you look at my parting, it probably sucks because one, I can't see it and I don't use a comb. And then I use the butter. Okay, and then I'm going to rub it in and it melts down really good so it doesn't show up in your hair that much. And I need to do a length check while I'm adding this stuff in here because I just forgot that quick. And I do try to give a little bit more to my ends just because that's the the oldest part of your hair. So yeah, I just work it in. Alright. And like I said, she cut my ends again last month. I was a little sad. But yeah. So I'm gonna, I guess I'll leave this side dry so you can see the difference and how it stretches out. And then I'm just gonna show you where my hair is at. I don't have a shirt, or I don't know where my shirt is. So it's just gonna be on my skin. And I'll put a picture of where my hair was last time so you guys can see. Alright, so even with her cutting some more of my hair last month, so I'll post a picture of my hair before she cut any of it from last year, and then I'll post a picture after she cut it from last year, and then the picture that I get from today will be the picture after she cut it again. The same braid situation because the sections are like just the right size to where you can kind of detangle really easily and get to all the sections of the hair without having to do a lot of work. Versus if I had a bigger section, I would have to then kind of like, oh, let's lift up this part and put some there, that type of thing. So these sections right here are kind of like perfect for me because I don't have to do any extra work to divide or anything like that. And if you're wondering about shedding, that's about how much I got from that little section. I don't know if you guys, what the famous YouTube people do, put their hand up so you can see stuff. But I hope you guys can see that little bit of hair. Of course, some shedding is normal, so don't panic. Especially since my hair has been in the plaits for about 2 weeks. I think that's pretty good shedding for 2 weeks. If not a little bit longer, 2.5 weeks. I'm not sure. It's been a while. So yeah, water, oil, and then butter, and it's basically just that much that I'm using. I'll do that for each section twice. So that was the first one. The first one gets like the top half of the section, so from root to about here, and then I'm gonna get another fingertip and then do like the bottom half where my where my ends are, and then that's it. And then you do what you're gonna do as far as twisting it, braiding it, yarning it, whatever you want to do. And then that's it. That's why I've been using the butter, because it's really convenient and not messy and really easy to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you an update on, what I've been doing, how my hair is doing, that sort of thing.